Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Caroline calling you from Senior Healthcare. How are you doing so far?
Okay, what can I help you with?
Well, this call is to inform you that you're qualified to receive immune test under Medicare at no cost to you. So, have you ever heard about immune test?
I'm sorry, what kind of test is this?
Immune. It's IMMUNE, immune test.
No, I haven't heard anything about this. Can you tell me more about it?
Okay. Okay, sir. So basically, this is a simple saliva swab test which helps you in detecting any future health-related disease like let me explain you in short. Swab test tells you what kind of a health condition you'll be facing in the future and what kind of a symptoms are there in your body. And the best part of this test is that you don't have to pay a single penny for anything and you don't even need to go anywhere. You'll be receiving the swab test at your mailing address on your front doorstep. Is that okay with you?
Is this like a genetic test or a DNA test?
Exactly. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that is what I was saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, who's actually doing the tests?
You are doing the test. We are providing you the test. Medicare is paying us to provide you the test.
Right. Who would I be willingly giving over my DNA to? Is what I'm asking you. Who's actually doing the test?
Okay. Medicare and our company.
And your company. And what is your company's name?
Senior Healthcare.
Senior Healthcare. And are you connected with the government, or are you an independent contractor, or what?
Exactly. We are from the government, and we are tied up with Medicare. Like our companies are tied with each other.
You're tied with each other. So if I go online and I look up Senior Healthcare, it's going to say that you're a Medicare subsidiary?
Can do that.
Yeah? Really?
You can do that. Of course you can do that.
Okay,
you can do that. If you want to do it right now, then you can.
So you want me to voluntarily give up a sample of my DNA to the government, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. You have to put that right away on your mailing box.
Right. Does that sound like something you would do? Would you voluntarily give up a sample of your DNA to the government? Do you think that's?
Why would I not do that?
Do you think that's a?
Let me tell you that.
Do you think that's a? Do you think that's a good idea to give your DNA to the government? Who knows what they're going to do with it?
That will be your saliva. What will they do with your saliva, sir?
Well, you tell me.
Gonna say.
You're the one that tells me that this.
Let me tell you.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Okay.
Your DNA, like your saliva contains your DNA, right?
I'm well aware of that fact. I'm well aware of that.
And from your DNA, we can detect what kind of symptoms are there in your body.
Sure.
You see, from your DNA, we can do that. And that symptoms, like we can tell you what kind of symptoms are there in your body, what can happen to you in the future.
Yeah.
So we will make you aware of that. So if you want to take precautions from now on, you can. If you don't, then you cannot. This is the only simple thing.
Do you know what else they can use DNA samples for?
No. I seriously don't know. If there's anything else,
let
me know.
Let's say I went out and I murdered somebody, right? And they had a sample of DNA from the murder victim, and they were able to connect it to me. But if I voluntarily gave them my DNA sample for this genetic testing, they'd already have it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that might be a bad thing, right? Do you think that's a good idea to give your government your DNA? To willingly give your DNA?
So the government can.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do agree with that. The thing you're saying, that is full logical.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, think me as your friend, okay?
Sure.
And I'm just gonna say, why would you think that government will do that, such a thing with you? Why would you think that? From my side, if you ask me, yeah, I will be scared to give my personal information.
Right.
Yeah, that is the point. I am scared because they can misuse it, right? But
yeah,
the second thing is, if they are telling me that you don't cost anything and etc., but it comes to DNA.
Yeah.
If they're gonna tell me that you put your DNA in the box, we'll take it and we'll tell you what kind of a disease you'll have. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't run my mind on that.
Well, I mean, you just
Like,
said it. You just said it
that
yourself.
can happen. What you just said.
Yeah, you
that
just said it
can
yourself.
happen.
Mistakes can be made, right? Samples could get mixed up. Let's say somebody else in another part of the
I'm
country.
really not knowing that.
What happens if somebody in another part of the country goes out and kills somebody, but they get a copy of their DNA and they mix up the records and they pull it and think it's mine? And all of a sudden, I'm the prime suspect in a murder investigation. Do you think that's a good
you're
idea
right
to
on
give?
that.
Do you think it's a good idea to just willingly give your DNA over to the government?
I got your point.
But you think it's okay?
What the thing is, I don't understand. The thing I don't understand is,
Yeah.
I totally agree with your point, but the thing is, and I have a query on that question.
Sure.
On that answer, what you're saying. Should I tell you?
Go for it. I'm listening. I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, okay. Now, I will just tell you, why would you think that the government will do such thing? Government. Why will the government do such thing, you tell me?
Do you not think the government is fallible? Do you think they cannot make mistakes? Do you think the government doesn't have
Yes, they
people that
can.
work for them that can screw
can.
up?
I do agree with your statement again.
Yeah.
The government can make mistakes. The government can do. Yeah, because there are people running and people make mistakes, right?
Sure,
But
sure.
the thing is, why will they do a bad work? They know the difference between good and bad. Why will they do such thing that is totally illegal? The government can make mistakes. I agree on that point. But the government cannot do what is illegal. Government will never do that.
So you're
If you
saying?
still got any queries, you can share it to me.
Let me just make sure.
If I'm
let's-
just talking to you like a friend, okay?
Yeah, I just want to
Don't
make
feel
sure I understand what you're telling me. You're telling me it's safe to give your DNA information to the government because yes, maybe they make mistakes from time to time,
government, yes.
but they wouldn't do it on purpose, right?
Yeah, no. They wouldn't do illegal things. Yeah,
Right,
can
exactly.
They can make mistakes, but they wouldn't do any illegal work, right?
Right. And people go to prison because they never go to prison because of mistakes. They never go to prison because somebody screws up, you know.
Mistakes, not that kind of mistakes.
No,
I'm
no.
talking about.
No.
That is a total different thing. What you're talking about, sir.
Totally
We're
different.
talking about the crime what criminals make. Yeah, the criminals do make that crime. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But the criminals do that, sir. The government is not gonna do that.
You don't think there's criminals
Why would you
in
think
our?
that the government?
You don't think there's criminals working in our government?
I don't know. Maybe there are, or
Maybe.
maybe there are not. I am not sure. But the thing is, let me tell you from my side, okay?
Okay, sure.
I've been doing this job
Yeah.
since so many times, and I've seen my customers getting their kit and reversing back their kit in their mailing box, and their results count. And literally, we call them after the results when they arrive with the results.
Yeah.
We call them personally all over again and ask, what is the health condition that you will be facing in the future? What does the result say? And they tell us this. And then there's nothing wrong with them. We gave them a callback number. Like, whenever this test has been done, we gave them a letter.
Yeah.
And on that letter, all the information of the Medicare, and there's 2-3 contact numbers to contact back. If there's anything wrong with anything, they can call us, right?
Yeah, of course.
There's no
The
thing
government.
such as criminalism in the government.
Yeah.
And and 2-3 customers gave us a call back, and they said our results are not back yet. So we just headed over to the management and we said that this customer has not been arrived with his results. So they made sure that his result goes back within a day or 2 days. So we informed that customers back that you'll be getting your results within a day or 2 days later.
Okay.
And after that, they never called us. Because everything is right. There's no criminalism in the government, sir.
No
Try to
criminals. No,
understand that.
there's no criminals.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, everybody that works for the government is 100% above board and honest. Nobody there is a criminal.
Yeah, I can say that nobody's honest. Completely honest. Yeah, they are honest, but not completely. But let me
They're
tell you
dishonest,
that
but they're
the
not
scammers are
criminals.
doing-
You right?
Pardon?
People in
they're not criminals.
yeah, people in the government can be dishonest, but they're not criminals, is what you're saying.
No, they're not being dishonest. I'm just saying that they are not completely innocent.
So now, okay, because
Yeah,
originally you said, I asked,
not
did you think everybody in the government was completely honest, 100% honest, and you said no, but they're not criminals.
Yeah, let me tell you why. Because they're taking the tax from us, and that is, the thing is that I don't like giving tax. That is the reason I don't like.
Sure.
And that is the reason I say the government is not honest 100%. That is the only reason I think that they are not honest 100%.
Do you?
Because they
Can I ask you? Can I ask you a
Nothing
question?
else.
Can I ask you a question as a friend?
Yep, sure, go ahead.
Do you think handing over a sample of your DNA is a piece of your privacy? Is something that is only belongs to you? And if you give it up, you're giving up your privacy?
No, I don't think that.
You don't think that? You don't think your DNA sample is your own personal genetic code, genetic information, and something that you...
I do think that, but
if
I want to know what will be happening in my future, like what are the consequences that I have to face in my future, so I would give it on the eye blink. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
For me.
So it's you feel
it's
you feel it's okay to give up your personal information, your DNA, your genetic testing, as long as it's free, right? As long as the government's paying for it, it's free. I mean, go ahead and do it, right?
It is not free, actually, sir. It is not free at all.
I thought you said it was free.
The swap for you. Medicare has to pay for you.
Well, yes, of course. It's free to the person getting the test done. So, in other words, you're going to, for no charge, you're going to give up your personal information to the government. You're going to give them your DNA, your genetic sample, and all the honest, 100% honest, not criminals, honest and trustworthy people in the government are going to keep that information, keep those records, and they're not going to accidentally abuse them or switch them with somebody else. You're never, ever going to have anything bad happen to you because we can all trust our government. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say bad words to you because you're being naive and stupid and dumb, but I'm going to try hard not to say those words. But you, young lady, are a idiot if you believe the government is going to take your genetic sample, your DNA sample, and they're going to just take good care of it and never reveal it to anybody.
Okay, listen to me.
Yes,
okay, I believe that something is not wrong with you or wrong with you. I don't know, but I think that you're not lying. Because the thing is, if the person is saying a thing so much in such a confidence, so I think that person is not wrong. Like, I can trust you that you're not wrong. So, if you want, I can just go and I'm not going to bother you anymore, and nobody from our side is going to bother you anymore.
Well, I'll be quite honest with you.
I really do think that you're not wrong.
I'll be quite honest with you. I did get this call several times in the last few weeks, and I did go online. Hold on a second. Stop. I'm trying to make a point. It's important.
I'm confused. Listen to me. This is my job, and I'm asking you. Are you talking about senior healthcare that's been calling you?
Yes, I've gotten money calls from senior healthcare. Yes.
Oh,
and you know what I did? I went online, and I actually went to the government's website to find out information about these genetic tests. And you know what I found out?
What?
You may already know this. But scammers,
I'm not lying.
Call people up
Scammers?
and yes.
Like, what do people do to you? Like, for example, what if you give your sample to us and not us?
It has nothing to do with the sample. It has to do with the Medicare information. The Medicare information that they want to claim. Yes. Have you ever heard of the term Medicare fraud?
Yep, I have heard it.
You have heard it.
So what,
Do you know?
What did they do to you? I want to know that exactly because I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, of course not, because
Seriously.
you
I'm being
are
honest with
completely
you.
innocent and have
I'm
no
just
idea
doing
what I'm
my
talking
job.
about. Yes, I know, just doing your job. Yes, I understand. That's what most people that rob and people do say. I'm just, it's just a job. I'm just doing my job.
I'm just scared as hell. Are you being serious with me?
I am
right
being
now?
deadly
I am
serious with
seriously,
you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I am seriously scared out of hell.
You should. You should find.
Are you
You
being
should.
serious with
You
me?
should get yourself another job.
What am I doing? I
You should
wanna
get
know,
yourself.
what am
You
I
should get
doing?
yourself another
I
job.
wanna know what these people do to you. What these people do to those people who gave out their Medicare information. What happens to that people?
You've
What
heard of
happens?
Medicare fraud, right? You are familiar with that term, right? Do you know what that means?
Like the scammers call. Yeah, like the scammers call the people and ask for their Medicare information. Yeah, I've heard of that. Not more than that.
And they bill Medicare for
Why do they-
services that are never either given or never needed or never asked for. They overbill in some cases. You've heard of this type thing, right?
No, I have not heard this.
You've never heard.
I've only heard that scammers call a person and they ask for Medicare information and they do bad things with that.
Yes.
But I don't know what the bad things are. Nobody told me it.
Oh, wow! Like once again, I fall back on the "you're really dumb" thing. So, but
I'm so sorry, but I seriously don't know what is going on.
You don't know?
I am just gonna cry now because I don't know what
Oh
am
my
I
gosh,
doing.
that's so
because
bad.
I don't want to scam senior citizen. I will
Yeah.
never do that.
you would never do that. But you've been doing it for a while now, right?
But
You've
I
been-
was not even knowing. I'm
No,
hearing it for the first time. You're
For the
saying it to
first
me.
time, so you know nothing about it. You beyond your little bubble in your your little world. You know nothing about what's happening in the real world. Then, huh? Do me a favor.
Nothing about this.
Do me a favor. Go and just type into Google genetic testing offered from the government, and you'll find out that
Yeah, they told us about the Google. They told us about the
About the
Google.
Google.
That,
Oh my gosh.
shows this because of the scammers.
oh my God, where are you from? Where are you located? What country?
Florida.
No, you're not. What country are you really in? You're not in Florida.
Tampa, Florida. From I am.
You are not in Tampa,
I can send you the
Florida.
location. I am.
You are?
I.
Yeah. Are you an American? I mean, were you born here in this country?
No, I was not born over here. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Because nobody that was born in America refers to it as the Google. That's always a scammer
No, I was
way of
born.
referring to it. Well, young lady,
I was not born in America, but I
young
am
lady,
from Florida.
young lady, you need to get a better
Yeah.
job. You need to go get a better job.
But I need to know what's exactly going on. And if I
Do a little
they
research.
made that they are not scamming two people.
Do a little
And the
research
reason
and
I'm
find
doing-
out for yourself. Okay. This genetic testing request is an old one. It's an old scam. It's been around for many
I'm just gonna
years.
trust you for listen to me. I'm just gonna trust you for the one last time. I'm just gonna ask you one question.
Sure.
Are you being honest with me? Are you seriously saying that these people do that bad words with the Medicare and all?
Why
Just be serious with me.
why would I lie to you about that?
You made a point.
What am I getting out of it?
You.
What exactly am I getting out of this telephone call? I mean, number one, I'm on the National Do Not Call list, so you probably should never have called me in the first place. But you're trying to convince me that you work with Medicare. And, you know what, it totally went right over my head. I forgot to ask you, who are you calling for? What is the name of the person you're trying to reach?
I don't know.
You don't know.
There's
So,
no name.
so you're telling me that you're calling people that are on Medicare, you have a telephone number, but you have no idea what the name of the person is. Does that not sound suspicious to you at all?
Yeah, they told us that we only get contact number from Medicare. So
Yeah, that's all you
I
get.
was not suspicious.
Do you think Medicare would give out Medicare rolls numbers, people's numbers, without including their name? Do you think that makes sense at all? That Medicare would say, okay, we want you to contact these people. Here's a list of 1,000 telephone numbers, but they wouldn't give you 1,000 names to go with those telephone numbers. Don't you think that sounds rather fishy? Yeah, it does a point. It does make a
Should
point.
I talk to my manager or something?
Yeah, go talk to your manager. Find out. Because I think you're doing...
What if he says that these numbers came from Medicare and Medicare don't provide information, but they only provide contact number or anything like that? What if they say that?
Do you really think Medicare... No, hold on a second. Think logically about this. If I was a government entity like Medicare... No, stop, listen. If I was Medicare and I was giving my information out to a third party, like yourself, for you to call my customers and offer them these genetic tests, do you think the only information that they would give you is a telephone number and not a name? You'd think they'd give you at least 2 pieces of information. The person's name, you think that would be vital. And you hung up. I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to help her understand. So what have we learned today? We've learned the government is requesting people to voluntarily give over their DNA in genetic testing swab testings, and that the government is filled with honest, good people who would never screw up and make a mistake, and they are not criminals. No one in the government is criminals, which I could have gone a whole other direction with that one, but wow. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something out of that, because it was a lot of over talking, but damn. Hey everybody, and thanks a lot for checking out the video. If you like the content, click the subscribe button and hit the bell for notification. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, either way, and we'll catch you all next time.